Question. What's a lie you told that spiraled completely out of control? In my first office job, I desperately wanted to seem more interesting than the bland, nervous 22-year-old I actually was. So when my coworkers were casually chatting around the coffee machine about their exciting weekend plans, Sarah's mountain hiking adventures, Jake's tickets to underground indie concerts I'd never heard of, I felt that familiar panic creeping up my throat. Everyone had something cool to contribute except me, whose weekend highlight was usually reorganizing my sock drawer. That's when I panicked and blurted out that I was a competitive cheese roller. I have no idea where it came from. The words just tumbled out of my mouth like a wheel of cheese down a hill. I found myself elaborating with shocking detail about the intense physical training regimen, the specialized protective gear, and the absolute adrenaline rush of chasing a wheel of double Gloucester down a steep, muddy hill at breakneck speed. I described the bruises, the strategy, even the different types of cheese and how their weight affected rolling dynamics. It was complete nonsense, but somehow it sounded convincing coming out of my mouth. It was supposed to be just a dumb throwaway comment to get through one awkward conversation. Or so I naively thought. But Dave from accounting thought it was absolutely the coolest thing he'd ever heard. His eyes lit up like I just told him I was a secret astronaut. Dude, that's incredible. You have to tell everyone about this. Before I could backtrack, he was already pulling people over, introducing me as the office's very own extreme sports athlete. The next week, I nearly choked on my morning coffee when I saw an article about my unusual and death-defying hobby, featured prominently in the company's internal newsletter. The headline read, "Employee Spotlight, Meet Our Daredevil Cheese Chaser," complete with stock photos of people tumbling down grassy hills. But it didn't stop there. It got so monumentally out of hand that within a month, the executives announced at the quarterly all-hands meeting that they were officially sponsoring me for the National Cheese Rolling Championship. The CEO himself presented me with a giant ceremonial check for travel expenses and training costs, while the entire company applauded thunderously. I stood there, sweating profusely under the conference room lights, clutching this enormous fake check and smiling like a terrified maniac. I had to quit my job. I literally had to pack up my desk, give 2 weeks' notice, and leave a perfectly good job with decent benefits because I couldn't bring myself to admit that I wasn't actually a professional cheese roller. The exit interview was the most awkward 15 minutes of my life.